Hello everyone, my name is Asia, and in this short video, I'm going to explain two things about communicative competence in the classroom. The first is the benefit of applying communicative competence for students in classroom. Second, how a teacher should plan a lesson to support this competence. And let's get started. Before that, what is communicative competence? According to Dale Himes, communicative competence is the ability to use language appropriately, effectively, and in accordance with the social context in real communication, not merely mastering grammar or vocabulary. Communicative competence is not just about knowing grammar or vocabulary, it's about being able to use language appropriately in real situation to express opinions, ask questions, solve problems, and work with others. And here are the main benefits for students. Uh, the first, students become more confident speakers. They stop worrying about making perfect sentences and start focusing on getting their message across. Second, it improves real-life communication skill. In a communicative classroom, students practice things like ordering food, giving direction, or debating an issue. There are skills they will actually use outside school. Third, it encourages critical thinking. When students negotiate meaning, ask for clarification, or disagree politely, they are thinking deeply, not just repeating memorized phrases. Fourth, it increases motivation. Students feel that why they are learning is useful and relevant. They are not just studying for a test, they are learning to communicate with real people. And the last, communicative competence build teamwork and social skill. Most activity involve fire work or group work. Students learn to listen, respect different opinions, and collaborate. Uh, and there are, according to Richard, in his book Communicative Language Teaching Today, and this benefit help students become independent and effective language user in and out in the classroom. And the second, how a teacher should plan a lesson to support communicative competence. Now, how can a teacher design a lesson to support this? Here is a simple step-by-step plan. Step 1. Set a communicative goal instead of saying student will learn 10 vocabulary words. And the teacher says, by the end of the lesson, student will be able to order food in a restaurant role play. The goal is about doing something with language, not just knowing about it. Step 2. Use real-life topic and tasks. The teacher choose topic that students care about like hobbies, social media, school life, or future jobs. The task could be planning a trip, interviewing a friend, or solving problem or solving together. Step 3. Create a need to communicate. The teacher gives each other the student different information. For example, student A has a map, student B has the direction, and they must talk to each other to finish the task. This is called an information gap activity. Step 4. Focus on meaning first, then from during the activity. The teacher does not interrupt to correct or every mistake. The priority is that students understand each other. After the activity, the teacher gives feedback on common error, but in supportive way. Step 5. Include fair work and group work. Students spend most of the class time talking, not just listening to teacher. The teacher acts as a facilitator, not a lecturer. Step 6. Assess communication, not just grammar. And the teacher observe, can students start a conversation? Can they keep it going? Can they refer communication when someone doesn't understand? And these are real measure of competence. And there are, according to Brown, in teaching by principle, a well-planned communicative relationship, the focus from teacher centered to student-centered learning. So communicative competence gives student confidence, real skill, critical thinking, motivation, and teamwork. And to make this happen, teacher need to plan real life tasks, create information gaps, and act as facilitator, not just corrector. Okay, maybe that's all for me. Thank you for watching and bye.